Talking to Jimmy Gadd, filmmaker behind Bound for Greatness. Congratulations.
Good morning, thank you.
Good morning, really well done and welcome to Berlin.
Thank you so much.
Jimmy, what are you doing right now?
Well,
what are your plans, apart from spending time here and enjoying the adulation of
here in
this project?
Berlin, yeah. No, it's been great because we met in London, and then been in Nice, and now here again in Berlin. So things have changed.
Yeah.
Things have changed.
No drinking or partying, we should point this out.
No. This is all professional filmmaking, everything. Yeah, exactly. So, your question is in regards to what projects?
Well, yeah, because I know you've got lots sort of happening in the background.
I do. Luckily, because of Nice and London, I now have 15 current projects I'm working on, and they're all at various stages. So it's been really great. And the best part about this film network is that when you meet people at the festivals, you start collaborating. You start doing solo projects. So you've got Maria Sokor from Lords of BSV.
Yeah.
She and I are talking about doing a project together. It's great. You collaborate. You see what you can do. You've got David Diley of Shark and Man.
Yeah.
He and I and
a dodgy guy, him.
Oh, he's a dodgy guy. Is he around? Of Shark and Man. So we're talking about doing a project with the Sand, and then we have another side project that we're also doing too. So it just grows and gets bigger and bigger. Fraser Precious. I'm going to be directing the short film that he's starring in January, probably. It's going to be a big budget short film.
So how far, right now, if you were to look at a crystal ball, I mean, I know you can't be exact because these things are in stasis and spinning plates, but how much work would you envisage you've got over a 6-month period, is it a 12-month period? Do you think you're slotting all this in?
Yeah, you tried. Well, yes. I call it the spaghetti effect. You throw it at the wall and see what sticks, because something could stick tomorrow and something could stick in 6 years.
Yeah.
And you hear these projects basically take that long to get off the ground, and you don't know why. But then when you're in the middle of it, you understand, because somebody else is doing a project, so you have to hold off, and then funding falls through, and then you got to find more funding, and everything. It's just spinning plates. You got to keep them all spinning, and that's why you have to have so many plates going at the same time. So.
Yeah, because not a lot, but something will inevitably not drop and not happen.
Yeah, well, it could. I guess it's all in you as how important those projects really are. Because sometimes you're brought onto a project, and it may not be your passion project, but you're going to help somebody else, and I might not direct it, but I might produce it, or help edit or something along those lines. So it's always varying, roles that I'd be taking on.
So, for instance, when you leave here, let's say you're going back to, well, I know you're not going back to LA just yet.
Now we're going to go to Wales because also working on the feature of Bound for Greatness.
Right.
And so, and then Sonny, who was part of the Thomas Chapin Carpenter, we'll be chatting together because he might be able to help us collaborate on the feature version of that. So it's been really great.
Because interestingly, I can remember talking to you and interviewed some time ago, and I remember saying, this could be a great feature. And that's obviously moved on another step, actually, isn't it?
It really has.
So there's me saying what's in the future, but I'm now intrigued to know, I'm sure you can't give too much away, but how would you expand upon that great story in that nutshell as it is?
Well, it's funny. So, even yesterday when my phone screened, everyone said, oh, now we want to see the feature. And so I try to ask those questions, well, what would you want to see? And the way my short ends is, the first kiss and then possibly the next date. So basically the feature would be them going through the dating process. How does that work? Her world is very obsessive compulsive. His world is very, Asperger, related, and so he has his logic and everything. And so if her world is kind of chaotic in terms of she is a hoarder, she has so much material everywhere, and he's just got this clean table, one little thing out of place would bother him. That's where the juxtaposition comes in. So it's going to be an interesting world. Even when they go shopping, for instance,
I shouldn't laugh, but can you imagine? Yeah.
But he knows he needs milk, bread, and maybe some cheese, and she goes in and she sees some cookies and puts them in the basket, and he just can't take it because there's no logic into it. You have to come with a set list, and you go from that. You don't go off to this.
So what project is solidly set? Have you got one that you're going to? Can I go back to LA and do some editing, or there's something coming up?
So I just before I came to Berlin, I was just in Paris, and I was just asked to showrun a new series, and so we've can't talk about it much, but it's a new series that will be primarily filmed in Paris and the UK, which will be great because I'm going to be spending a lot of my time here. It'll be a television series, a 10-part series where we'll be able to kind of make it for a worldwide audience, and that's where the money is. And then the next project after that, I really want to put my efforts into is the feature for Bound for Greatness, and then also working with David Diley and Anna Sand on our other series that we're talking about too. So we've got those 3 projects immediately up front.
Right.
And then as soon as I got back to, like I said, January, there is the short film with Fraser Precious. So.
Yeah. So and there's something, as an example, that 10-part series we're talking about. Can you give us, because that's, obviously we know it doesn't happen in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So what would you say as a time? Would you say, okay, yeah, I'm in for that? Does that then lock you out of other projects for X amount of time? Are you able to do other stuff?
Well, when you're in a series like
it's
that,
intense,
you're basically working 12 to 16-hour days for 6 months and something like that. So you're locked in. You know, you can be reading other things and getting little things set, but you really can't focus on anything other than the parts of it.
And I mean, you obviously love your film.
Yeah.
You know, how does that, doing the series stuff, the series stuff, compared to say shooting a feature film?
See, that's interesting because when I started in feature films, and I love features, and that's, you know, the dream would be to make a movie and have it in the cinemas, and people go out and, you know, if you're lucky, you get an award, you know. But now that I've been in television for the last 10 years, it's just, there's so much creativity, and it's so easy. Everybody watches TV. You know, even if they watch movies on TV, they're still watching TV. So it's just trying to realize that in a TV series you have a set amount of time to do something that's usually very short. Like I said, 6 months to get a 10-part series done. But a movie, you could have 6 months or a year just to get one thing done. You know, and TV series is 45 minutes, and a movie's maybe an hour and a half. So if you're taking the same amount of time to do an hour and a half that you were for 10, 40, you know, what is that, 450 minutes? That's a lot of time that you can put into creatively into the feature versus what you can do for the TV series.
And how do you see, because it's a fact of life, things like Amazon and Netflix are slowly taking over. I hope you don't mind me saying this, you've seen how, because you've been in the industry for some time. Where do you see, some say, terrestrial broadcasting in 5-10 years' time as opposed to video on demand? How is it? How is those two tracks moving?
It's interesting. So the terrestrial television, it's still the same model, except, you know, the model used to be, at least in the, and I know how it works in the UK and Europe, but it used to be that if, let's say, my show The Mentalist, you do it for Warner Brothers, and then Warner Brothers gets a channel, CBS, to air it, and then CBS makes money on it by licensing rights and also by showing commercials. But now that everything's online, they don't have the commercial money.
And people can, the beauty is, of course, that people can see what they want to see.
And people can see it. So now you have to take CBS out of the equation if you are a Warner Brothers show, and really Warner Brothers needs to be the one that makes it and puts it to air, or CBS creates it and puts it to air, because that's how they make their money, is if you hold everything. So that's why Netflix has done so well. If they create it from the ground up and they put it on their channel, they don't have to worry about anybody else because there's no middleman. And so that's what's going to happen with you know, a lot of these stations.
But that means more money, presumably, in production, possibly. Because the more money you pay to spend.
Because, you know, as cable packages have, you know, 100 different channels, they're going to slowly close down, and just the top ones are going to survive, and they'll be creating their own thing. So even just movie networks that just show movies, they're going to start doing their own series because they have to do more than just show movies. They have to. So, and we're seeing that, and it's great. It's great for a filmmaker because then you get to come in and be part of so many different things, and that model's changing. And
I mean, I sort of wondered, this is probably going back a couple of years, if filmmakers saw the rise of video on demand, and I'm not saying the death of the terrestrial is not dying, but it's changing, the model's changing. Were you ever worried about it? So I suppose I should say, did you see it as a worrying time, but now maybe you're thinking, actually, one lessening and one rising is just a model business model. So in other words, has it the advantages outweighing the disadvantages of what was before? Has it opened new avenues? Does that make sense?
I think I understand what you're saying. So it can definitely open up new avenues. It's just so new, and things changing so quickly, and I think people are running to try to figure out what the best thing is, you know, because everything's online. Like you said, you can watch it when you want, and most people that should be paying for something are watching it for free. So now they're trying to create a model where it's no longer available this way, but if it's available as soon as you shoot it, like Netflix, that's why Netflix has done so well. As soon as you shoot it, everything's available.
Yeah.
So, whereas if you do the terrestrial route, then you show it on TV, and especially if it takes 6 months to a year to get here to the UK, it won't wait that long when they know that it's already available now, so they're going to take it for free. So you've got to have a model where everything's available instantaneously, and people, you know, can watch it worldwide. Because we're now a worldwide market, especially, you know, in the US. I think originally we just made our television to fit our little box, knowing that it would spread around the world at some point. But now we've got to make it the same time for everyone. So.
And do you think that affects traditional cinema audiences? Because they have actually gone up. You know, slowly the cinema audiences have gone up. But of course, in the background, nibbling away, or as a possibility. I wonder if companies, film production companies, looking at going, you know what? Do we need to put some cinema, or we can put this straight out? Because I don't know what the payoff is in terms of revenue.
Yeah, so that was the interesting thing when I went to the Cannes Film Festival, is if you make a film and it goes straight to television, that's still a win. Because at the end of the day, even the big movies in the cinemas are going to be on television. Yeah. And that's where a lot of people watch it or rewatch it. So the model of movies in the cinemas, as much as I, a filmmaker, want to have...
And I love going.
And I love going too. I can't be disappointed if mine doesn't go to cinema and if it goes directly to television, because I still have an audience and I still am making money to make my next project. And hopefully at some point I could do the cinemas. But I think that's why they're trying the model too. If you put in the cinemas and on TV at the same time, who's watching more and who's doing what?
Because I can see that happening.
Yeah.
I can see 5-10 years time that there might be either simultaneous release.
Yeah.
Or there might be more and more movies that are slowly going to move away from the cinema model.
Yeah.
And just because it's all about money, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
And if a filmmaker, let's say like some Warner Brothers, looks and goes, well, hang on, this film, if we just put it out there, this is a business model we see. I can see that happening. I hope it doesn't happen. Yeah. But I mean, that's evolution, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose I'm trying to say how you feel about it, but you know, you allude to the fact that if you're getting the money in, you know, and you're just getting a decent return, I suppose, although we all go like going to cinema, you just got to play that can happen.
Sure, well, I think that's what happened with 3D and, you know, 4K televisions and everything, because they're trying to figure out, can we make a home cinema, which you definitely can. You can have a beautiful home cinema.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the other thing is, it depends on who you are. For me and you, it sounds like part of the experience is going to cinema, sitting around. You like to hear other people laugh when you're laughing. You know, it's the experience is the brilliant sound, a bigger than life picture. And you know, if people don't like that and they want to do it at home, that's fine. But that's why they tried to do the 3D TVs. And you know, unfortunately,
it's died a bit on death.
It died, and it's because I just think, you know, there was marketing issues. There was too much too soon, and then there wasn't content available. Yeah. And so, luckily, 3D is still alive and well in the cinema. Yeah. But you know, they were going to have sports channels and all these things in 3D. And
well, Sky tried it, and it's just they pulled the plug.
And now the big thing is virtual reality. Yeah. You know, and so that's going to be another market that if they can apply that to cinema, where we've now realized that no one wants to watch a home movie for an hour and a half or 2 hours with goggles on. Yeah. You just don't want to do it.
No, that's exactly right.
But if you go to see the next, you know, Avengers movie or Marvel movie, whatever it is, and you, with part of your ticket, instead of paying, you know, 10 quid a ticket, you pay 20 or 30 quid, then all of a sudden you can take that ticket, it's got a little number on the bottom, go to the website, type it in, and now you've got some content that you can watch for 5 to 10 minutes in virtual reality, and it might be an additional thing that you're paying for the experience. So I think, you know, the market's going to try that for a bit, see if that works, and it really just depends on, you know, now everybody's got to buy VR glasses.
And 360 cameras, I mean, that's the next thing that's because you obviously know about this more than me, but I can see that taking off. Yeah. You know, you can look around, I mean, presumably you have to build a whole sector, but I don't know how it's going to work. But sure. I'm sure you've seen there's a guy in the cockpit and flying a plane, and you can look around. I can see that happening. Sure.
Well, and especially too, you know, we're here in Berlin, and you know, you've got like the Jewish Memorial Museum and stuff where people from other parts of the world can't see that. But if you shoot that in VR and 360, you know, where somebody could just put on those and feel like they're there, and to get that experience without traveling, those are the magical moments for a lot of people. That's going to open up.
Jimmy.
So, hey, thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Hey, can you help me? Please, I don't know what to do.
No. I couldn't talk to her. I couldn't.
Okay, fine. Let's go.
I knew how it would end, but how I wanted to.